Hello friends, welcome back to your UPSC. Today, in Geography of India, we are going to start with a new topic, that is energy resources of India. So let's get started. Energy, as we all know, it is a very essential part of our life. Okay, for any work that we do, we require energy. So energy, like in our day-to-day life, it is likewise, it is also essential for a country to become prosperous and develop economically as well as technically. Okay, so energy is an essential input for the economic development or improvement of quality of life of any country or any area. Okay, now it is a famous saying that the wheel of progress moves with the flow of energy. Okay, like we require energy for everything, so for the progress, for development of the country or any area, we require energy. Okay, now energy resource can be classified into various categories depending upon, first is on the basis of source and utilization. So on the basis of source and utilization, energy can be classified into two, that is non-commercial, that means the primitive resources, energy resources like fuel, wood, charcoal, dried cow dung, animal waste, and animal power. Okay. The next is our commercial energy. It is for commercial use. That means it requires high grade technology. Okay. So for the commercial use, we have the energies like coal, mineral oil, natural gas, hydropower, nuclear power, wind energy, solar energy, etc., etc. Okay, so these are commercial energy, and that is non-commercial energy. Now, on the nature of energy, we have classified energy into two categories, that is conventional sources of energy and non-conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy are those which are being used for a long time, like we have coal, we have petroleum, natural gas, and electricity. Okay, now non-conventional sources of energy are those which are which require higher technology for their utilization. Okay, so they are basically new, so they are not conventional sources of energy, so they are non-conventional sources of energy. Their examples are like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, and biogas energy. So these type of energies are non-conventional energy sources. Now first we will talk about the conventional energy source. First conventional energy source that we have is coal. Coal is basically the main source of energy for a country. It is also known as black gold. Okay, because it is first uh, first element that was used, or first thing that was used for commercial energy. Okay, so it is very important natural resource. Now coal, it accounts for 67% of the commercial requirement of the country. Okay, so in India actually it accounts for 67% overall. 67% of the energy requirement of the country are fulfilled by coal. Okay, now the coal can be classified into two categories, that is Gondwana coal and tertiary coal. Gondwana coal is actually the coal of Carboniferous period, that is from 570 million years to 245 million years back. Okay, now it is found in Damodar Valley, Mahanadi Valley, Godavari Valley, and Narmada Valley. Like these valleys, they are having good coal reserves. So these coal reserve are of Gondwana coal categories. Okay. Now the areas we have like Raniganj, Jharia, Bokaro, Ramgarh, etc., etc., in various area like Jharkhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. So these actually are the areas where the Gondwana coal are found. And the Gondwana coal, they are mainly of bituminous or anthracite, which have carbon content varying between 60 to 90%. Okay, so that means they are very good quality coal. Okay, now the bituminous coal is converted into coke before being used in iron and steel industry. Okay, so the bituminous coal, which is extracted from Gondwana coal area, they are converted into coke before being used in iron and steel industry. Okay. Now, talking about the tertiary coal are actually 15 to 60 million year old, and they are found in the rocks of Oligocene period of Tertiary era, and they are the coals that are also known as brown coal. Okay, so they are brown coal, and the value of carbon content in the coal, it ranges from 30 to 35%. Okay, now they are found in the state of Gujarat, Rajasthan, then Jammu and Kashmir. They are new coal, that means their quality is less, they are less grade coals. Okay, now this classification of coal was on the basis of its origin. Okay, so on the age of the coal, we have classified these two types of coal. We have distributed the coal into these two types. Now we will classify the coals according to their grade. Okay. Now, according to the grades, the coal are classified into four types, that is anthracite, bituminous, lignite, and peats. Okay. Now, peats, if we talk about peats, it contains higher percentage of moisture and gives more smoke. And if we talk about its carbon content, it is less than 40%, and therefore it is the lowest and most inferior quality of coal, and it represents the first stage of coal formation. Okay, so that means it belongs to the tertiary period. It is not a older coal. Okay, now then we have lignite. Lignite is also known as brown coal. It is superior than peat, and the carbon content in it is 40 to 60%. And within a passage of time, we will see that peat, it converts into lignite coal. Okay. The next is bituminous. Bituminous is also known as black coal. It is buried very deep, and the moisture content in it, because of the depth that it is buried in, the heat energy that is present there, it expels the moisture. Okay, so the moisture content is very less or nil, and the carbon content is about 60 to 80%. Now the color of this coal is black, and it is compact in structure. Now this bituminous, it releases very less smoke. Okay, so it releases very less smoke, and it is of very high grade. Okay, it is more higher grade than lignite. Now the highest grade of coal that we have is anthracite. Anthracite coal, it is the highest grade coal, and it is most expensive. The coal, it contains 80 to 90% of carbon, and it is a very little, it is having very little or absence of moisture. Okay, now it shorts out blue flames. Now because it is very pure in nature, it shorts out blue flame. So this was the classification of coal on the basis of their grade. Now we will look into the distribution of coal. Now we will distribute the coal according to the period of their origin. First we will talk about the coal that were formed in Gondwana period. Then we will talk about the coals that were formed in the tertiary period. Now talking about the coals of Gondwana period, we have high grade coal in this period, like we have bituminous coals or anthracite coal. Okay. Now the first state of the in the distribution of coal is Jharkhand. Jharkhand, it ranks first in the coal reserves and production of coal in India. It accounts for like 29% of coal reserves in India. So in Jharkhand, we have first is our Jharia coal field. Jharia coal field is actually, it is a largest and most important coal field of the Jharkhand. Okay. Now it sprawls over 460 square kilometer of area, and it covers the area of 460 square kilometer, and it contains best metallurgical coal, that is bituminous coal. So it contains best bituminous coal, and nearly 90% of the coking coal is produced from the Jharia mine. Okay, now the main steel plants that the coal is supplied to is it is Asansol. So we have Asansol iron and steel plant. Then we have Bokaro, Durgapur, and Jamshedpur iron and steel plants, where the coking coal of the Jharia coal field is taken. Next, we have Bokaro coalfield. Bokaro coalfield it stretches in the valley of Bokaro River in Hazaribagh district, and the coal of this Bokaro coalfield, they are supplied to iron and steel plants of Bokaro. Okay. Then next we have Girith. Girith coalfield, it stretches in the district of Hazaribagh. It is very close to surface, and it provides one of the finest quality bituminous used for the metallurgical industry. So in metal industry, the Girith coals are used. Now this coal is supplied to Bokaro and Jamshedpur steel plant. Next we have Ramgarh coalfield. Ramgarh coalfield, it stretches over the area of 100 square kilometer, and Ramgarh coalfield is only about 9 kilometer to the west of Bokaro coalfield. So that means they are very nearby. Then the coal of Ramgarh coalfield, it is relatively inferior in quality, and it contains higher proportion of ashes, that is about 30%, and the carbon percent is 35%. So this was Ramgarh coalfield. Then we have Hathur coalfield. Hathur coalfield, it stretches over 200 kilometers, square kilometers area, and it is in Palmau district. Now it has the thin layer of coal, and the coal is of inferior quality, which contains 50% of carbon and 30% of volatile material and 20% of ashes. Okay, then we have Delta, Daltonganj coalfield. Daltonganj coalfield, it stretches over 55 square kilometer of area, and it also lies in Palmau district like Hathur coalfield. It also lies in Palmau district, and the coal is either of semi-anthracite or non-coking coal. Okay, so it is of inferior quality, which is not used for metallurgical industry. So it is not used in metal industry. Lastly, we have Devgarh coalfield. Devgarh coalfield, they lie in Damuka district, and they stretches over the area of about 20 square kilometers. Okay, now the quality of coal is of inferior quality. Then it has about 40% of carbon, 25% of volatile material, and 35% of ash content. Now this coal is used in brick lines. Okay, so it is not used in metal industry. So these are the important coal mines or coal fields of Jharkhand area. As we can see, this whole area is of Jharkhand. We have Karanpura, Hathur, then we have Chandrapur, then Bokaro, then we have Jharia, then we have Girith. These are all the coal fields of Jharkhand. Okay, and the coal from here is transferred or transported to the Jamshedpur steel plant, which is located here in Jharkhand. Okay, so this is Jharkhand area, as you can see. So Jamshedpur is located here, and this whole area, if we see, it is the area of Gondwana coal. Okay, So it is the area of Gondwana coal. Now the next state that we have is Odisha. Odisha, it accounts for more than 24% of the total coal reserve and produces about 15% of the country's coal. Now, the Odisha, the most coal deposits are found in Sambalpur, Sundargarh district, then Dhankelan district of Odisha. Okay. In Odisha, we have only one coal field, that is Talcher coalfield, which is second largest coal reserve of the country, and it stretches over Dhankelan and Sambalpur district, and it covers the area of 500 square kilometer. Now, the coal here is, however, of low quality, low grade, that is having only 35% of fixed carbon. Okay, so it has 35% of carbon content, 40% of volatile material, and 25% of ashes. Okay, that means it is of very low quality, and it is utilized for the thermal power plant and fertilizer plant of Talchers. Okay, next we have Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh, it accounts for including Chhattisgarh, including Madhya Pradesh, it accounts for 17% of the coal reserves of India, and it is third largest coal reserve. Okay, and it holds first rank in its production. The coal deposits are found in Bisalpur, Betwa, Chandiwada, then we have Raigad, Rewa, then Singrauli district, and etc. etc. We have very many districts, and the main coal fields are Singrauli coalfield. Singrauli coalfield, it stretches over the Sindh and Sahadol district, and it is the largest coalfield of Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Korba coalfield. Korba coalfield, it lies in Bilaspur district. Then we have Pech, Kanha, and Tawa coalfield. These three The collaboration of these three coalfields, it lies in Chandiwada district, and the quality of coal is of coking and semi-coking category. Okay. Then we have Umaria coalfield. Umaria coalfield is actually, it lies about 60 kilometers to the south of Katni, and the coal content is higher percentage of ash and moisture. That means the coal is of low quality. Then next we have West Bengal. West Bengal accounts for 11% of the coal content. Now, 11% of the total coal reserves of the country, and in West Bengal we have two coal fields, that is Raniganj coalfield, that stretches over 185 square kilometers of area, and the carbon content of the coal is 50 to 65% of coal carbon, and the quality of coal is of good quality, and it is used for metallurgical industry, especially in Durgapur iron steel plant. Okay. Now then, next one is Darjeeling coalfield. Darjeeling coalfield, it belongs to the tertiary period. That means the coal is in powder form and it is of coking quality. Okay. Now the coal here, it is found in Manna Valley and Mahanadi Valley. The next we have Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, it alone accounts for 8% of the coal reserve of India, and the main coal deposits lies in Singrauli, Mohapani, Satpura, Sohagar, and Pechkana area. The next is our Andhra Pradesh. It accounts for 7%. Sorry, it's not 8%, it's 7%. It accounts for 7% of coal reserves in India. The main coal deposits are found in Godavari Valley, and the coal that is present here is of good quality. Lastly, we have Maharashtra. The main coal deposit of Maharashtra lies in Wardha Valley, and it stretches over to Nagpur. Okay. So these were the coal fields of Gondwana period. Okay, so these were the coal fields of Gondwana period. Next, we will have the coal of tertiary period. Now, coal of tertiary period, came into existence during Eocene, Oligocene, and Miocene period. The coal of this period are found in Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, and Jammu and Kashmir state, and some of the states like Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Gujarat. They are also having the tertiary coals. Now, the coal are of low quality, mostly of low quality. They contain more of moisture and less of carbon content. So the first one that we have is Tamil Nadu. It has largest deposit of lignite at Neyveli. Neyveli is in south of Arcot. It is in south of Arcot district. Okay. Now the thickness of the coal is 10 to 12 meter and the moisture content is 30 to 40%, and volatile material that is present in it is 40 to 45%. That means it is of lower grade coal. Then next we have Rajasthan. Rajasthan lignite deposit is found in the district of Bikaner, that is Kheri mine and Palana mines. The thickness of the Bikaner seams varies from 5 to 15 meters. They are of inferior quality and mostly used in thermal power plant and railways. The next we have is Gujarat. Gujarat coal are found in Kutch and Bharuch district. So they are found in Kutch area and Bharuch district. The coal is of poor quality, having only 35% of the carbon content. Then the next we have is Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir is tertiary coal and it has the carbon content of 30% and the moisture content is 15%, and the volatile material that is present here in it is 30%. Okay, now that means the coal is of very poor quality, and the areas where in Jammu and Kashmir the coal is found is Handwara district, then we have Udhampur district, then we have Rasai, then Baramulla. So these are the districts of Jammu and Kashmir where the coal is found. Then lastly we have West Bengal. West Bengal lignite deposits of tertiary era are found in Burzua hills of Jalpaiguri and Darjeeling district. Okay, so they are of low quality. Now we have important coal series where the most of our coal is found. So the first one is Talcher series. Talcher series are of Gondwana system and they are named after Talcher and Dhankela district of Odisha. They rest on glaciated boulder bed of igneous rock and they are known for their coal deposits. Okay, they supply their coal to Raurkela and Jamshedpur steel plants. Next we have is Damuda series. Damuda series are most important series of Gondwana system. Damuda series is well developed in Jharkhand and West Bengal. They are known for their good quality coal seams. Now we have Raniganj, Jharia coalfield. They lie in Damuda series. Okay, they have the most superior quality of coal, that is bituminous and anthracite. Next is Panchet series. Panchet series is the youngest series of Lower Gondwana system and it lies in the south of Raniganj. Okay. Now this series contain greenish sandstone shells, iron rich rocks, but they are devoid of coal seams. Now we have Vardha Valley of Maharashtra that is outlining this series. Now this was the distribution of coal in India. Now we will look into various problems of coal industry. So the main problem in coal industry is unequal distribution of coal. As we can see, the coal is confined mainly in these areas, okay, like Jharkhand, then we have Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, and then we have very less quantity of coal in other areas. Okay, so the transportation cost is heavy, as and because of the heavy transportation cost, the source of energy, this vital source of energy, it becomes expensive. Next is India has actually larger amount of poor quality ore. Like the most of the mines in India, they produce non-coking coal, which is not utilized for metallurgical industries. Now, the next problem is less efficient transport system. That is, the most coal in India is transported by train. The adequate number of wagons are not available, so the railway system is not efficient enough to deliver the coal of the distant place in short time. The next problem is obsolete methods of mining, as in India, the mining technology is outdated and the per worker production is very low. So the per ton cost of production of coal is higher as compared to the developed countries. Now the next point is the shortage of power supply. Now because the shortage of power supply, the mining of coal is much harder. Lastly, we have the fires and waterlogging problem that we lose our coal that may be of higher quality or lower quality. Okay, so there is heavy loss of coal that occurs due to fire or waterlogging. Now, for conservation of coal, we can reserve the good quality coal for the metallurgical industry, and low quality of coal should be washed and impurities must be removed by modern techniques. Then selective mining should be stopped by the act of law, and all possible grades of coal should be obtained from all mines. The environmental laws should be efficiently implemented so that we can conserve the coal and the sustainable use of energy can take place. Now, the new reserves, because India is, as we know, is very rich in the mineral resources, so we should try to discover or find out new coal reserves, and more than these non-conventional sources, we should depend on non-conventional sources of energy, so that these type of resources, that is the conventional sources of energy, should be left for our coming generation. So this was about coals in India. So that was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Let's meet in our next class. Till then, take care and have a nice day.